Why, oh why, did I listen to the super late game content creators here on YouTube, man? Why did I do it? What is up, the guys? This is Cobb, and welcome to the disaster that is my Bivald build, okay, that I sunk like 10 million silver into, and that we're gonna fix right now in this goddamn video. If you don't know what Bivald is all about, he brings a provoke and a bit of healing on his A1, which is great, brings a further AoE provoke and AoE leech on his A2, also buffs himself up with a 25% strengthen buff, which is great, right? Can be used as a mischief tank in Hydra. Honestly, Bivald is just kind of good everywhere, to be fair. And on his A2, has an attack all enemies, damage increases for each debuff on each enemy, also heals and shields all allies for 2 turns equal to 20% of the damage inflicted. And therein lies the temptation to build Bivald as a damage dealer, right? 100% crit, as high crit damage as you can get, and as much HP as you can get, and just try and build them as a nuker. Spoilers, it's just not that effective. It just doesn't work that great, right? If you watch a super late game YouTuber that I won't name, and they have the mega late game gear, right? End game artifact sets and blah 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 blah, they can make it look good. They can make anything look good, right? If your account is 7 or 8 months old, like mine, it ain't gonna work, right? Surprise, surprise. Well, we just about went ahead and learned this lesson the hard way, man. Did I just invest in a crapload of artifacts that, frankly, I don't even know where I'm gonna use these anymore. We even max ascended a pair of gauntlets because they pink rolled into crit damage, which, man, I was so hyped. I was like, bro, this Bivald is he's gonna swing that hammer. It's gonna be like a goddamn atomic bomb going off, and it was more like a firecracker, you know? Before we look any deeper into his build, his exact stats, and then before we fix his build, remember, if you're looking to start off a new raid account, a new free-to-play adventure or something like that, then go ahead and do so using my promo link down below at the top of the video description to jumpstart your account with 2 free epic champions. You can also go ahead and use the beginner promo code mid-game top to get your hands on Sigmund the High Shield, free legendary champ once your account then hits level 30. So yeah, crazy insane start if you're looking to start off a new raid account. Just make sure that you do sign out of Plarium Play before clicking on one of those beginner links down below, just to guarantee that you get your hands on all of those saucy rewards. Okay man, back to Bivy. So this is the build. Now I mean the idea is just if he hits really hard, then his shields should be bigger and his heals should be bigger. And from the testing that I did in Hydra, his heals were good. In fact, I think he did like the most healing on the Hydra team that he was in, which is great, but his damage went from like 4 million to like 6 million, you know, in like a 20-minute Hydra run. Like, I don't know, bro, was that worth it? It was like so much silver that I invested in this and so many resources that I invested in this. His stats are as follows for anybody curious. Yeah, so unless you can hit even better stats than what we're looking at right now, 84,000 health, the speed is 190, which is fine, crit rate almost capped out, crit damage 190%, unless you can hit better stats than this, and you've also got to have 250 accuracy, of course, for most areas of the game, or at least like hard mode Hydra. If you can hit better than these stats, maybe try it out. Good old damage dealer, Bivald. This is how it turned out for me. Okay, so here we go. Welcome to the playback of the Hydra run. We've got Bivald under Perfect Veil over there, as you can see. We're running a goddamn Scorid, Thor's in the team. We've also got Ugo and Estrid, and it's just like a hodgepodge of some of my strongest champs that I threw him into a team with, just to see how he would do into Hydra in terms of damage, I guess. Cat, come sit on my knee, man. You're totally in the way of the mouse mat, and your hot dog end is on my hand. God damn it. Okay, so yeah. Let's just keep an eye, I guess. By the way, man, look at me behind my camera. I'm just so unimpressed, bro. I'm like, so where's the damage? Oh man, just when I was recording the clips, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god, that's the hidden cam action right there. Hidden cam of a different variety in this case. You goddamn man, what's wrong with you people? Okay, anyways, right. So there's the Brian Nexus. I mean, how much damage did that just hit for, man? That didn't look like where is it? Okay, here he goes, He's about to attack in. Bam! 30,000 damage on the biggest hit. We've got like a 12k here. This is with decreased defense active as well, by the way, which is, I very specifically ran Ugo for that reason. I was like, man, look, what the hell, man? Like, he's supposed to be hitting like 50, 60Ks at least. I'm doing like 80%, like 70 or 80% less damage than I was expecting. Like, I was so blown away by how bad this is. And I was like, man, I am never listening to a late game content creator ever again when it comes to, you must try this busted broken build. This will change your account forever. I ain't falling for that trap anymore. Okay, I'm wisened up to this now, man. I got too excited, right? Saw Bivald, his massive goddamn hammer. He looks badass as hell. I was like, man, let's turn this guy into a badass. Instead, we created just, I don't know, like a wet noodle. I don't know what he is, really. And don't get me wrong, into wave content, he does a little bit better. For whatever reason, you know, even without decreased defense into wave content, he seems to do pretty well. Which, it's just bizarre, but what I need him for as Hydra, and that's where the lesson has really been learned. And that lesson is this. Well, first of all, don't be like me, okay? Rule of cool is fun and all, you can build out a champ just to have fun with it, and like, that's great, okay? But if you're actually looking to progress your account, I guess rule number 2 would be something like really think about where you want to use a champ in the game before you go ahead and build them out, and be very, very precise about it too. The more specific you're going to be, the better. For me, it's about Hydra progression right now, and I just need someone who's going to help out with my Hydra teams, and I effectively made Bivald worse from the provoke set that I had him in before, okay? That's the scale of the disaster that we're about to fix here, man. So, presets, I'm going to go ahead and switch Bivald on over to a full-on resistance style build. He's also going to be much, much faster. He's still going to have about 100% crit rate, which is great. He's going to do a lot less crit damage, but that's fine. I don't need him to be doing that much crit damage, okay? The accuracy you can also do with a little bump as well, but we'll work on that. He's going to have less health, be doing much, much less damage, but he's going to be faster, meaning more provokes, and he's also going to have enough resistance to be resisting most of the Head of Mischief's attempts to steal all of his buffs in Hydra. He's going to effectively be a decent Mischief tank. That's how we're going to go ahead and build him out, man. So, I'm just going to go ahead and equip these right away, and then we're just going to give him a run out and see how this compares, see how this feels. This is my first attempt ever at actually trying to build out a Mischief tank, by the way, so hopefully this doesn't go absolutely horrendously. And alright, this is the little hodgepodge team of miscreants that we're going to go throw Bivald into, right? We got Thor and what the hell's he called again? Scored as our 2 core damage dealers, Ugo for the block buffs debuff, and then we've got a couple of supports in the form of Estrid and Arbiter for the revive, and yeah, Bivald as the chief provoker and Mischief tank, the first one I've ever built out. Let's see what the man can do. Now, I think that he's got something like only like a 10% chance or something to get his buffs stolen by the Head of Mischief over here, so hopefully it works first time. He's already got more buffs than anybody, and so the Head of Mischief should attack into him in just a second, right? Is that how this works? I guess Thor is also self-buffing with crit, so the Head of Mischief might try and steal into the Thor instead. Ooh, it just weak hit into the Thor. Okay, so it just didn't actually do anything that time, but Bivald went ahead anyway, lands the provoke on the head of, what the hell's it called again? The Head of Decay over there on the far right side. I will have to auto him just a little bit, or rather manual the Bivald just a little bit to make him A1 into that head in just a second. Another really, really good thing about Bivald. No, Bivald, what are you doing, you absolute fool? Oh, for God's sake. Another really good thing about Bivald while I'm done raging, because he attacked into the wrong head like a goddamn spoon, is that he can't weak hit, or rather he can weak hit, but he can still land his debuffs, including the provoke, even when he does weak hit, so that's just really, really good. Ooh, he was fast enough to get the provoke up again. Bivald, you absolute stud. Okay, man. Love the guy. Okay, brilliant. No idea. I wasn't paying any attention at all to whether or not the Head of Mischief even tried to steal his buffs just now, to be honest. I was too busy rambling. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Okay. I guess I'll skip on ahead just a little bit, just to see if the Head of Mischief is going to come back up and make an attempt on that steal. Ooh. And having said all of that, actually, I've just noticed, man, this team is actually entirely my B team. In Hydra, apart from the Estrid, I'd normally run her in the main team, but I can just replace her with Haikatoon for like 1 week of runs. It's totally fine. But okay, man, cool. Bivald gets the provoke back up. What an absolute chad. The Head of Mischief is also back up, and it's about to attack in just a second over here. So let's see what it does, and if we resist anything over here. Nope, it goes ahead and it steals from the Thor instead on this occasion. Okay, so it's going to steal from the aura lead first, right? Maybe that's how it's deciding it. Because Thor is the aura lead of the team. So if I put Bivald as the lead, it will prioritize Bivald instead. Well, it's about to attack again in just a second. So maybe Bivald will get the resist here and it'll just waste its time. Just waste its attack. Here we go, man. Oh. Oh, dude, he totally resisted the crap out of it. Okay, and Thor had the same amount of buffs as Bivald just now. So I guess it's just a 50-50. Like, if you have two champs that both have, like tied for the most amount of buffs, it just picks one at random. I thought for a second it might just target, like, the party leader. But, okay, man. Bivald just resists the crap out of it. It basically doesn't do anything. Okay, tight. We built a Mischief tank. Now, the fact that Thor is self-buffing is a little bit of a problem. Of course, not a problem that I foresaw. Again, this is my first time running out a Mischief tank. I didn't really think about that fact. So maybe Bivald would be at home on alongside like a different pair of damage dealers. But this is going okay, man. This is going pretty good. It's actually a very, very safe run as well. I'm also going to be curious to see just how much healing and shielding Bivald has done at the end of this little Hydra run as well. And for that purpose, I might just go ahead and skip ahead in this run for you guys and just see where we kind of end up in terms of actual numbers. You know what I'm saying? Oh, bloody hell, don't die, Abada, darling, no! Okay, goddammit, bro. As soon as the goddamn Head of Wrath shows up, man, lands those big saucy crits and it's just over, man. For God's sake. I swear this doesn't usually kill me, unless I go into Brutal Hydra, in which case it's a big, big problem, which is why I'm sticking to hard for the time being. But goddammit! It's just one of those runs. Okay, man. Where did we finish up in terms of healing overall? Dude, I just want to say, I'm just going to hide my camera real quick. Look at Thor's healing, bro. Is that just because of how much insane damage he's doing? So he's, like, healing a lot from the leech that Bivald is putting up? I think that's what it is. Which is kind of insane. But what's even crazier is that Bivald is actually out healing Ugo and Estrid. Like, he's in between Ugo and Estrid, which is kind of good, man. That's pretty crazy as hell, especially when you're considering that's just the healing, and the shielding, I don't believe, is counted in this. At least as far as I know. Or in fact, all of these, like, blue numbers right here, does that all just count as, like, damage mitigated via shielding? But Bivald is the only one providing shields. So is this all, like, Bivald shields right here? Okay. Go ahead, do a quick free regroup. I'm just going to go ahead and throw ourselves into the gauntlet once again and see if we can't just not get one-shotted halfway through and then see where the numbers end up. So I'll catch up with you guys in like 20 minutes or whatever. Oh my god, boys, the Head of Mischief is back up. Oh, resistant, bro, get absolutely wrecked. I'm sure that will stop feeling like really, really good after, you know, I've been running Bivald like this for a little while, but for me this is new and fresh, goddammit. Okay, cool, man. Alright, anyways, let's cut to the end of the fight. Oh god, boys, here we go. Bloody beginning of the end. Head of Wrath. Oh god, man, Bivald is swallowed. Oh god. Okay, alright. Can we live? Can we recover? The answer, no. We couldn't bloody well recover. Okay, let me just hide my cam real quick because, my god, man, the constant leech uptime for helping out Thor is... dude, I'm never gonna underestimate leech ever again. There were multiple times during that Hydra run where Thor was like, he was dead. He was like 15% health. He was 1 AoE and heals himself for like 70,000, bro. Like, crazy as hell, man. So yeah, never gonna underestimate that from Bivald ever again either. Curiously, this time he did a lot less healing than Estrid did. Similar numbers to Ugo. For some reason, Estrid just got off like insane heals this game. So that is what it is. But still, man, I think he's in a good spot. He only got his buff stolen one time for the entire run. From the Head of Mischief, so he's doing his job. Lesson learned, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I'll key in this result. So there you have it, guys. Don't be like me. Build your champions with purpose, with content in mind, with progression in mind, to avoid misery, okay? Hopefully this video was somewhat helpful to y'all, and hope y'all's enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit like on the video, and you know what, while you're down there, why not click on one of the beginner promo links down below at the top of the video description to kickstart your new account with 2 free epic champions, and then input the beginner promo code MidGameTop to get your hands on Sigmund the High Shield, free legendary champ once your account hits level 30. Yeah. Best possible way to start off a new raid account, man. Do it. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all did enjoy, and I'm going to catch all of y'all just a tad bit later, man.